from Studio A at 1 Biloxi Square in Fort Worth, Texas. Welcome in, everyone, to the Grandpa and Pappy Show as we get this Wednesday edition underway. And welcome you in.
Hump day.
Yeah, that's what they call it. I just say it's another day closer to the weekend myself.
Well, you're like me at your age. You run out of things to hump, so we got to call it something else.
Well, I hate to say it, but ain't it so?
Ain't it so?
My goodness. Well, we hope everyone's doing really well today. Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy day to join us.
Welcome aboard.
We got a couple of interesting topics today. We ask you on our Facebook page, are you worried about the country right now? And we got some very interesting comments. And finally, we ask you to tell us some of the things that you learned from your parents. We got an overwhelming response on that.
As usual.
And we thank you very much for that. But let's take a look at what's going on in this great country of ours. The stock market's down again.
Oh, yeah.
Gas prices has already started going up, as we've seen. So buckle your seatbelts.
You ready for the tax hike? Yeah.
It's going to be $3-4 a gallon before too long.
Jesus Christ.
And I really hate to say that, but that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So we just sit back, bite our lip, and just say, told you so.
Not me.
That's all you can do.
I don't bite. I've been practicing biting my lip. If
Have
you
you?
notice, I hadn't been in jail lately. So
Yeah, how's that coming up?
they're working pretty good for me. But still got my orange jumpsuits pressed. And
Oh, do
stuff.
you now?
Yeah.
You got them out of the cleaners, did you?
Yeah, they're ready to go.
There you go. Well, let's take a look at some of, get right to the thrux of what we're talking about. Are you worried about the country today?
Are
Billy
you?
Mason said, yes, I am. Biden has already shown he doesn't think things through before signing executive orders. With the stroke of his pen, he is making America dependent on foreign oil again, putting thousands of workers out of job, and opening the door to open immigration. Yeah, I'm pretty worried.
Well,
That's
they say we shall worry in one hand, and you know what's going to fill the other one up.
Oh yeah.
It's sitting in the Oval Office.
Yep.
Sean Robert Allgood up in San Francisco, Barbara Whiteside Conley, and Tracy Sanchez all agreed they're worried about our country.
Rudy Torres said, yeah, because the guy in charge is on their side. Yeah.
Boom.
Thanks, Rudy.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Mary Rodriguez said, yes, I am. I came to the U.S. 16 years ago, went through the training to become an official citizen, and am working to achieve things I want. Good on you, baby girl.
Yes, sir.
With these new policies going into effect, a person can simply come across the border and be offered benefits and citizenship. Where's the logic in that?
That's a dang good question, Marie.
That's very well put, Marie. And good for you.
Absolutely. That's what I was
Good
fixing
for
to
you,
say.
yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Absolutely.
You want to become a part of the United States, do it the legal way.
Yeah.
And if you want to become a citizen, do it the legal way.
Yeah.
Not a blanket amnesty like some of the Democrats are proposing to do.
It'll save you a whole lot of damn headaches if you just be a little bit more patient and do what you need to do and get it behind you.
That's exactly right. Alice Harvey said, no, she's not worried about it. God has told us this would happen. It is not over yet. We all need to prepare for his coming, not Biden-Bama evil ways. Biden-Bama, that's a new word.
Yeah. I might have to throw that in my stack of pappyisms.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ray Beasley said, yes, I am. Look at the massive liberal changes the White House has already made and is making every day, even as we speak, I would imagine. This country will experience high gas prices again, high taxes, massive layoffs, and the taxpayer will be expected to carry the burden.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. My question is, if we are to carry the burden, why are you taking away jobs from people who pay?
Bingo.
That makes sense.
That makes too much sense.
That kind of kicks that oxymoron in the butt, don't
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, well said, Ray. Thanks for sending
Jim
that
Krause said yes because the liberal leftists are continuing their coup.
in. Yeah.
They rigged the election to oust President Trump. throttle communications, control the media, and place a puppet in the White House.
Yep.
Now they are working to destroy our economy, tear up the Constitution, disarm and reprogram any opposition, and control future elections by telling us who is allowed to run for president.
Yep.
If all that is not a carefully thought out and staged takeover of the country, I don't know what is.
By God, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm still scratching my head wondering what the hell. Kelly Couch Gleason answered Jim Krause by saying, not being a smartass here, but where's the evidence of fraud? When President Trump appointed a new postmaster, he, of course, got rid of equipment that slowed the mail. Maybe not your neighborhood, but there it was. He wrecked his own chance of getting reelected. My humble opinion is more people thought this way. Okay. Didn't want to say who they were voting for, but people did get out to vote. And a little side note.
Yeah.
She went on to say other things, but it was way too long to include in our post here. So, but they are good points.
They were good points, Kelly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well said, Kelly.
Darren Schroyer then answered Kelly by saying, well, I've seen plenty of evidence on OAN and Newsmax where they're bringing out ballots from under the table in suitcases in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And we saw that too.
Yeah. Sneaky Pete voting system.
Yeah, it is.
Marsha Goodman said, yes, I'm worried about our country too. I pray each night that this worrying is for nothing but each day brings forth something new or our freedoms taken away. It is not up to me to judge Biden, but surely the man has enough common sense to see that the programs put in place by Trump made this country strong and vibrant. I think it would have shown his wish for unity come closer to reality if he only thought of his country first, not liberal agenda first.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Sandy Layla Armistead said, I'm a single parent and I'm worried about how to protect my son. I'm afraid of a war, the economic tanking, and our rights being lost.
Well, you can count on a war fixing to happen.
Boy, it's getting closer, I'm telling you. I hate to say that with all my being.
It's going to go down, you watch. That's just history. Lana Lackey said, let's calm down as a nation. I love you. Give it a moment, then speak.
You know, my mom used to say that, don't spew something right off the bat. Think about it, and then let them have it. Yeah. Tommy Pritchett said, yes, I am, but I am hopeful, too. This country has survived so many threats to it in her lifetime, and we always pull through them. The key to this survival is to have everyone in America to make a pledge to vote in the midterm elections in 2022 and get some of those Congress people out of office that continue to hinder the growth of America. If we remove the radicals and replace them with sound, logical people who love this country, we'll be just fine. Those are my thoughts.
And good ones they are, Tom.
Good ones they are, yeah.
One can only wish, you know.
Yeah, one can only wish.
Last thread of hope. And last but not least, Robert McBride agreed by saying, you hit it on the head, Tommy. The midterm elections will be the key in restoring America's strength and economy. The congressmen and women we have up there now have forgotten the very people they were elected to represent. It seems their main focus is to make us as much money for themselves as they can and to financially secure their futures.
That's a very thought-out post there, Robert. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can dub that as government. Those two words, government.
Well, you can see from the opinions that we've had that people are concerned about the way that the country is going right now. Regardless of how you voted, folks, surely you're smart enough to see what is going on and how America is getting throttled. I just have a faith in the American people, regardless of their political party, that they will have enough sense and is smart enough to think for themselves and take a look at what's going on.
Well, it's just a matter of putting the right person with the right platform.
Yeah, that's true, too. That's true.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. Yeah. We've got another segment coming up, the most valuable thing you learn from your parents. Before we do, we're going to take a slight time out for this, and we'll be back in just a moment.
When selling your home, your personal style may not be for everyone. But with a RE/MAX agent, they've got the skills to help more buyers see its true potential.
By God.
And we're back.
It doesn't make me want to buy a house anymore seeing that.
Well, we're here if you need one.
That's right.
Tell you.
That's right. Just let me know.
You know, growing up, I mean, I'm approaching 70 years of age, and I can still recall some of the things my mom and dad used to tell me
Oh, God.
as a youngster growing up, as well as I'm sure you did.
My dad was a wise old coot. There's so many things, but one in particular really stuck out in my mind.
Which was?
You do it again, it's going to make your butt hurt, boy. I knew what that meant in any language. That means the same thing in any language.
He'd given it to you in sign language, you'd understood that.
Yeah.
But what was the most valuable thing you learned from your parents? Got some great answers today. Ashley Denham said for her, it was don't believe anything you hear and only half of what you see. I've heard that too.
I have too. Alice Harvey said it was don't lie. You have to lie to cover up that lie. It never ends.
It's true.
That's right.
James Wesley Hargrave said for him was having a good work ethic.
Yeah.
He said Dad always told him that nothing in this world is free, but it is there if you have the guts to get out and work for it. He was right, and that's the beauty of America.
And really, it don't even take guts to get it in this country.
Yeah, that's true. Just some hard work.
Just the hankering, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like Pop used to tell me, how bad do you want it? You know, go get it. You know, quit bugging me. Get out of my wallet and go get it. Go get your
wise
own.
words.
Go get your own.
Wise words.
Cindy Gale Roberts Thomas said respect and common sense. Common sense doesn't grow in everyone's garden.
It's
That's a good way of putting it right there.
that's an Emeryism right there.
Paula Baker said, "Hear, hear." Hear, hear.
The girl, Cindy Gale.
Yeah.
Bob Baker said if you're outnumbered, keep your back to the wall so they can't get behind you. And Jimmy Spink said money doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, how many times you heard that?
Oh, my God,
That
yes.
looks like a money tree to you, boy.
Raj. Oh, Raj.
Raj Ned Carney said his parents taught him that love is unconditional. And Paul Edgar said that nothing hard is ever easy.
That's true. Raj, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Morris Blackman said his dad told him never to go around with your hand out looking for freebies. Work for what you want. Then nothing is expected from you by anyone else.
Yeah.
If you want it, work for it. It'll come. Don't be a lazy ass. I can hear my dad saying almost the same thing.
Here's one I've probably heard more times in my life. And I've even been accused of saying it. Our buddy Brad Ashley said it was close the friggin' door. I ain't paying to cool off the whole damn block.
I still say that to this day.
That's right.
My grandkids go
Close the door, man.
in the heat of the summer and the front door is wide open. Hey, shut that door. I ain't paying for the whole block to get cooled off.
Them people down the street ain't gonna pay no part of this utility bill. Shut the door.
Nicole Calderon said for her, it was things don't always work the way you plan. Dust your ass off and try again.
I can
heard that
so see her,
Very many.
her mom and daddy, who is Steve and Connie Crenshaw over in Hawaii, telling her that too. This girl listens to her parents. All those kids do.
That's great.
They raised them proper.
That's it.
Mark Green agreed, saying, "My dad told me that every time the world knocks you on your ass, just smile, brush it off your butt, and go on." He said, "If you do this, good things will come your way."
I remember my dad telling me that
like
too.
a crooked nose.
Yeah, absolutely. James Neeson said, pardon me, James Neeson said, my mom taught me about money. She told me to get out and work hard for it, but have enough sense not to blow it on frivolous things.
Yeah.
Put it back for a rainy day because those storms will come and you'll be ready.
Well,
That's sound advice.
That's very sound advice.
Mm-hmm.
Our listener buddy and friend up out in California in San Francisco way, old Sean Robert Allgood said he was taught to never go to bed angry.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad used to tell me that.
Yeah,
He
Mother
said-
used to tell me that too.
He said, one of these days, some dumbass, knot-headed woman's going to say yes to you. And when y'all go to bed, just don't go to bed mad.
That's right. Mike Tanner said, my parents were active Christians. I was led to Jesus by their love and their model, which is a good thing.
There
Mike,
you go.
good job.
Penny Stills said it was, don't make me turn this car around. Penny, I've heard that a lot, too.
Absolutely, especially the last one.
Then they just stop on the side of the road and beat my ass and be done with it. And Liz Tucker Reynolds said for her it was, don't make me pull over. That's what Mom and Dad used to say.
Uh-huh.
Let me pull this car over, boy.
L. Pyle said it was that men sweat, women perspire, but the ladies glisten.
But good. I like that.
All right, L. I like that.
It's Ellie, yeah.
I'll go
Miss
for
Ellie,
you.
yeah. Jimmy York said his mom told him that you're no better than anyone else, and they are not any better than you. So if you treat people how you want to be treated, you'll be just fine.
Sound words.
There are exceptions.
Sound words.
There are exceptions, but that is good
I'll
words.
tell you, those of you watching this that have small kids, you need to be listening to a lot of this because your kids will be much better off.
Need to bust that butt.
Because a lot of these folks' parents pass down some very, very wise information to them. Yeah, I tell you. Joey Thiebaud said it was life is what happens when you're making other plans.
Yeah.
I learned later that it was a Lennon quote, John Lennon quote.
Yeah.
There you go.
I hope it wasn't a Marxist Lenin that said that. Matt Bannister said it was a career from his dad, determination from his mom, and love from them both.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, it is. Jack Perryman said his dad always told him not to judge others till you have walked in their shoes.
Yeah.
Carry yourself with dignity, stand up for what's right, and know when to keep your mouth shut. Wise words from my old man.
There you go.
Know when to keep your mouth shut.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember Daddy telling me that in high school.
Well, first time I come home with a broke nose from getting hit by a kid named Butch who was a bully.
Butch.
He said, it's probably because your mouth was dripping with shit, boy. He said, you need to watch your lip. He said, that's what happens when you don't close your mouth.
That's great.
I'm thinking the whole time, couldn't you have told me this before I got hit in the nose? Which he probably did. PJP said on Instagram that his dad looked him straight in the face and said, son, never.
Oh, my God.
I should have had a talk with your dad.
No kidding.
Son, never marry a red-headed woman because you just can't predict what will set them off. I'm going to leave that there.
Yeah. Me too, since both of us at one time was married to a red-headed woman.
Ain't no lie.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to put Special K on the spot here. Hey, Special K, what did you learn from your parents?
I don't remember any really sayings that she did, but she did bring us up in a Christian home.
Yeah.
So we abided by those rules, of course, church every day and sometimes every night. So and one of the things I have said to my kids, you are who you hang with.
Yeah.
Meaning that who you hang with, you are going to be them, or people perceive that to be. So pick your friends and the people you hang around wisely.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Well, I hang out with you guys.
I know, poor thing.
Now I know who to blame.
Yeah, what? I mean,
Who to blame for the way I act on. And y'all don't even drink tequila. What the hell?
That's true.
Oh,
We
no.
sure do not.
I must have been adopted.
Shannon Fretwell said it was a good work ethic. Tom Belcher said, with hard work, you'll succeed. And Charlie George said, honesty, integrity, and hard work.
All good words right there.
All good words.
Yeah, up in Wyoming way, Russell Curlin said, go out in the back and practice falling down. Dad's favorite when he was about to beat my butt for something I did that was stupid. And I knew his dad quite well. Big old drink of water, old Uncle Lou. He taught me respect, and I can say that every whipping I got, I had it coming.
Well, there you go.
Russell, that's incredibly honest.
Well, sometimes I got a whipping for no reason because I know I got whipping a couple of times, and I'd say, "What's that for?" He said, "Because that's for something that we didn't catch you doing today."
You know, that's exactly what I was going to say out there, Russ. And he knew my dad pretty well. He knew either one of them would have lit either one of our butts up, right? Just cause. I only got it from Dad probably 6 or 7 times growing up, but they were barnstormers.
I heard that.
And one time, I made the stupid mistake of having my middle brother's back and lied for him.
Uh-oh.
And I got lit up, and then he went in there and grabbed Rick and lit his butt up. He said, "That's for putting your little brother up to lying to me." I mean, he already knew.
Yeah.
So, but you know, and God bless you, pops, and happy belated birthday, by the way, up there, Dad. He he was right. You know, I mean, I couldn't argue that force because there's so many things I did he didn't know about. And the reason I can say that open, because I didn't get my butt beat for it. Because if he'd have known about it, he'd have lit me up, man.
Lord have mercy.
But I know what you're saying, Russ.
Yeah.
That's true.
Renee Cremian said it was manners, giving, and respect for flag and country.
Absolutely.
Sabrina Monk Drabing said it was don't ask Dad a question. Better yet, don't speak to him if he hasn't eaten recently.
Yeah.
My dad is the poster boy for the hungry, eat a Snickers commercial.
He never was hungry.
What you got,
he?
Sebastian?
I haven't heard anybody say, if you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. My mom did say that.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
you a reason to cry.
Golly, yes. Yes, absolutely.
The only
times.
reason I was crying because I could hear that belt popping them loops when he's coming down the hall. Oh God!
That's the sound that sticks with you the rest of your life,
Stuff
too.
in pillowcases and everything else down the back of my pants, man. Oh Lordy me, where are we? Lana Likey said it was the value of $1, and my beautiful, gorgeous little sister up in North Carolina, Deanne Terry Riley, said, "My parents taught me to learn by example. If you don't want to get a spanking, then don't."
I can see this.
I don't know why I haven't seen this yet, D. If you don't want to get a spanking, then don't do anything your brothers did. And I don't remember her ever getting a spanking. She was a prodigal.
She learned
girl.
well.
She
learned well.
She had 3 older brothers. She sat back watching them big old beautiful baby blues of hers.
Yeah. Joe Mulligan up in Alaska said, don't make threats. If you're going to do something, just do it. I learned that from my dad. Jim Krause said, my mother taught me to cook, and both my parents taught me how to love openly and deeply.
There you go.
Good job.
That's the way it was around our house, too. Lorna Thomas Murray said, my parents taught me and my brother the Bible. We both still try to live by that book today, and Carrie Lynn said it was to pray with ceasing.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Weston Cook said it was respect, to give it and earn it.
Yep.
It goes a long way.
Yep.
And Christina Marie Cornstubble said it was strength and one hell of a work ethic. Never the victim, always the wolf.
You know, I know Christina. She lives down in Rockport.
Yeah.
She's been a friend of the family for a while.
We've got listeners
and that gal,
all over the country.
And
folks.
that gal does work hard. I will give her that. She'll work and can sing like a songbird too. This one can.
That's great.
Yeah, she can. Terry Covington said it was honesty, respect, manners, and to keep promises. Kimberly Breeden said how to rely on myself and no one else, and respect. That's such a big thing to me.
Yeah, it
as
should be.
It is to me too.
Diana Romano finally said, respect my elders and to always be honest and to be independent. I'm grateful for it and to be the woman I am now. Tuni Haha agreed, said to respect my elders, which are getting harder and harder to find these days.
Well, that ain't no lie.
That is for sure. Thank you, folks.
Yeah.
And we had some really good stuff.
We did.
And it was nice to get away from the political atmosphere and questions of the day. But
makes me feel frisky not to talk politics.
And I hope some of you young parents out there can take the advice of some of our listeners.
Well, and that's something we lag on in today. I mean, you are what you're raised to be. It's
That's
it's
exactly
almost
right.
like a brainwashing technique.
You and I have
raise your
talked about
kids.
that on many occasions.
We have.
We really have.
We have, and my boys, they're not any different than anybody else's boys. They've stumped their toe and probably done things that I'll never know about, and
Right.
nor do I want to know.
Yeah.
But they turned out good.
Yeah.
I paddled their butts when they got out of line, ground them, whatever.
Yeah.
Take toys away, whatever you do. As a parent that works or that you're allowed to do anymore these days. And therein lies the problem.
That's true. Well, let's take a look at some of the viewer comments we got in
Alrighty.
this week. Stephanie Williams commented on our show rating President Trump's time in office. She said he's the best president of our modern times. Despite all of that was done to him, he never backed down and continues to fight for us.
Yep, that's a fact. And Billy J. Thomas also commented on that same show by saying he was excellent, but he could have done more if some people weren't so hateful.
Amen to that.
That a fact.
Bobby Moore watched our show and being afraid of losing your conservative speech, he said, heck yeah, just look at what old Where Am I is doing since he
What's his name?
since he took office. He is signing all the executive orders without knowing what they are. Curtailing our speech is one of them. I'm not so sure I don't disagree.
I bet he even gets.
Where am I?
I bet he even colors outside of the line when he's got his book open. So,
Oh my God.
Banned by YouTube gave us his opinion on if Texas needs to secede from the Union. Wonder what the hell he did to get banned
don't
from
know.
YouTube. He says yes. People who no longer wish to be governed by a Marxist should be free to leave. It is either secession or war. And those people are free to leave.
Yeah.
They won't be here pretty soon, I think, the way it's going,
Finally today, Jason196 commented on Twitter that it has become pretty clear that Trump supporters had nothing to do with the invasion of the Capitol. They were all outsiders wanting to put the blame on Trump.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Damn Trump.
Thank you for the viewer comments. We appreciate all the feedback and
As
what
always,
you were thinking.
as always, you guys stepped
And
up.
if you have an idea or suggestion for Pappy or myself to talk about and throw out there for you folks to do your comments on, it's very simple.
Yeah.
You can send it to our email address at grandpaandpappy@gmail.com
Yeah.
or
you can hit us up directly on our website show page at www.grandpaandpappy.com. That's www.grandpa with a letter N, pappy.com. You'll see that big red button right there.
Yep.
Push it. Slap you a password that you can remember and subscribe to the show.
Absolutely.
We
That's
love subscriptions.
absolutely.
We work by numbers, and while you're there, you have access to our Facebook group page from our website page,
You sure do.
as well as Twitter, Instagram, and I'm working on another platform. Hopefully, it'll work out. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just a few of the ways you can get in touch with us.
That's exactly right. The Facebook group page is where you can go to read a lot of these comments before they even air.
Some of them
and
have dirty words.
And you can give us your opinion, and you can see what the question of the day is.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun today, and
It
we
has.
really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to join us.
Yep.
We end every broadcast with the same way. We tell you to hug your kids and let them know you love them.
Let them know they're loved right here at Grandpa and Pappy Show too. By God.
That's so important for those kids to know you love them and you're there for them if you need them.
Everybody got to be loved.
We hope you'll join us on Friday. Until then, take care of each other,
And
everyone.
and one another. It's not
Absolutely.
any harder to do than taking care of yourself. Sometimes
Mind your
it's
manners,
easier.
show some respect.
Yeah.
And I started to say it's amazing how COVID has disappeared from the news, but I'm not. But anyway, we hope you'll join us on Friday. Till then, Pappy and I say thanks so much, and we'll see you then.
Have a good Wednesday.
Bye-bye, everyone.